I'm here in Ballinasloe with Padraig Fahy of Beechlawn Organic Farm. Padraig farms here with his wife Una, where they grow organic vegetables, harvest them, process them and market them for sale. We'll be talking today about the Department of Agriculture scheme for grant aid of development of the organic processing sector, and Padraig and myself will be discussing this. So to start with, I'd like to ask Padraig about his farming here over the past 20 years and to give us a little bit of a flavour for that.
Hello Sinead, good to meet you again. We've been growing vegetables here for the past 20 years, and in 2002 we started with half an acre, and this year 2023 we're managing 97 acres. We grow about 35 acres of field vegetables, and we wash, process, market them and sell directly to the consumer and shops and supermarkets all around the country.
Very good. And you have availed of the Department of Agriculture, Food and the Marine scheme for organic aid for the organic processing industry, Padraig, in the past. And can you tell us about some of the items you got grant aid for?
Like the sheds here where we're standing at. This is our hay shed when my father was carrying cattle on the farm. Inside there was where we used to fatten the cattle. So both of these sheds, we would have got grant aid to converted this shed into our wash house, and the shed next door we converted it into a pack house. We would got grant aid for washers, steel tables, washers, the fridge, and putting in a whole floor and drainage system here in the shed. So yeah, it really helped us to hold on to the value of the crop, maximise return, and able to sell a better product off the farm to the consumer. This is our fridge here for storing our produce. We bring the salads, lettuce, root crops in and put them in here every morning. We also get produce from 8 to 10 other organic farmers nationwide, and we store it here on the farm before packing and sending out to customers. Along with the fridge, we would have got grant aid for steel tables, and that helps us to adhere to food standards and quality. And both left and right, as I go out here, we got washers to help us wash the produce and get it ready for retail. And we had a power washer, just helps us with cleaning crates, cleaning out the shed, and we got some grant aid towards insulation as well for the roof of the shed. But as I said, when I grew up on the farm here, this was a hay shed for storing our hay and straw, and next door was for we fattened beef cattle. So I was very lucky to have it when it came into the organics, and as we grew the business and made some profit, I reinvested it back into it a little bit by bit each year.
Being able to repurpose the shed was very good too, wasn't it?
No, I was very lucky and fortunate. There's a lot of new entrants sometimes into horticulture mightn't have the infrastructure to start with, so we were lucky to have both of the sheds, and each year we add a little bit on. We did insulation as well in this shed. We got 3-phase power put in, and I'm also looking at an option of getting a new flow wrapper, shrink wrapper for the pack house later on in this year.
Okay, very good. Yeah. So those are items you might look to get in this scheme now, this future.
Yeah, no, I'll be putting an application in, and I need a new it's a new shrink wrapper in order to pack the leeks, kale, and other vegetable produce for getting out to the stores. We need to upgrade what we have, and a new packer will triple like the flow of produce coming out, and also give us options to use compostable or biodegradable plastic. So that's important. But you know, I can't stress enough to anyone looking at this video, it's like if you're in meat, dairy, vegetables, or even tillage, if you're thinking about a new project or how to add value, you know, avail of the scheme. Start small, and it's important that you hold on to the value of your produce. You know, you're going out, you're working really hard as an organic farmer, you're producing a great product, so try and keep that value on the farm. And that's been important for us from day one. Without the processing facilities here, we wouldn't have the return on produce, we wouldn't have the income, and we wouldn't have the business we have today.
And it probably helped extend the shelf life of produce as well, I'd imagine, those wrapping
That's
machines.
True. So they extend the shelf life by maybe 5 to 8 days when it goes into the shops. The fridge is here for storage, allow us to store produce over the winter. And along with our fridge vans, I think we also got Grant A1 for a fridge in a van, and that helps keeping the produce at a correct temperature going out to stores.
Yeah, that's very good. And you have good tips there for other farmers and other producers and processors in the organic industry as well. Padraig, that will be useful.
I suppose we're all independent. You know, when you farm, you produce your own produce on your farm, and it's important to try and keep some of that independence. You can work with a processor, but try and build some resilience, build some independence into your own business, into your own life, and the consumer is hungry for that. They want to buy direct from the farmer. They want to make a connection with it, and you know, organic's got all those good stories, so there's lots of opportunities for all these new people who've entered in the past 12 months to look ahead to that when they've got their full organic status in 2 years' time to get processing. You know.
Well, thanks, Padraig. That's very useful, and thanks for being here, allowing us to video you today as well.
Thank you,
and all
Sinead.
the best in the future.
Thank you.